Hey y'all, it's listening Lotus coming back to you with another read, another collective read. We are just gonna see what comes out. Okay, I really don't be trying to hold y'all time because I don't like to hold mine. um, uh, Once again, thank you guys so much for all the likes, shares, comments, and subscriptions. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys, all the feedback. I'm glad that I'm able to give the messages to whoever needs them. Okay, take what resonates and leave the rest per usual. Not gonna hold y'all. Let's just jump in and see what's gonna pop out. Okay, and keeping your mind, body, and spirit in as much in alignment as you possibly can. Okay, it's the optimum. That's the goal. That's the goal. Okay, so let's just see what y'all got going on. We're using some emotional cards today. We're gonna talk about emotions per usual. Most of the stuff is emotional, but let's just see what come out with these, because these cards be kind of wild. I'm not even gonna hold you. They be the storyline. I'll just be like, okay, all right. So living in the moment. Okay, living in the moment. Okay, being present. Whoever this is, maybe you going to the beach. Okay, we love a good beach day over here, so I'm gonna put that over there. Love child. Okay, probably just giving your inner child more love, or loving on children. If you got children around you, don't necessarily have to be biological. It could be like, nieces and nephews, whatever, and family. Just really just enjoying yourself overall. Okay, being present, enjoying the people around you. But let's keep on going. Okay. Workplace affair. All right. And here we go. All right. So, workplace affair. What y'all got going on? Karmic ties. Okay. Look, it can't always be love and light around this motherfucker. You feel me? All right. Let's see what else. Fed up. So, who out here living a double life? If this isn't you personally, whoever I'm talking to, it's somebody around you. Okay? You got a lot going on. Wish fulfillment, secret accounts. Okay. Somebody is being watched. So there was obviously a karmic that you was dealing with. Oh, and things ending, because you see the way that, yeah. I'm always with, and then twin flame. Okay, so let's just get right into it, because I mean, yeah, they got a lot to say. So at one point you had a twin flame, or you was in a relationship maybe with a twin flame, or not maybe, you was in a relationship with a twin flame, and they are trying to keep tabs on you because they realized that they had basically fucked up. Let's just keep it a 3-bean salad. Do y'all know about a 3-bean salad? Put in the comments if you know about what a 3-bean salad is, because I don't even think people, yeah, okay. I don't think y'all know about 3-bean salad. Okay. So somebody wants you to be in a loop or a cycle, and you not having that. So with the living in the moment, that's the present and current energy. So whoever I'm talking to, if you got kids or it's just you by yourself, you're just focusing on you, your family, the people that you care about, and there's somebody in the background or whatever, and it could be pertaining to work, but it doesn't necessarily have to always be. But for some people, because we speaking for a multitude of people, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. With that being said and done, somebody is stalking you, okay? They trying to like call you back to them with this whole making wishes and secret accounts and stalking you and stuff like that. So it's a lot of interesting stuff going on the internet. And they want to be karmically tied to you. So this definitely was a karmic tie. I feel like at one point you guys were twin flames, and now it's more of a karmic situation. Okay. Y'all just simply wasn't in alignment, or maybe one just didn't want to get their ish together, and you was just fed up with all the dumb shit. You got tired of all the lies, all that stuff just kept coming out with the whole sticky notes all over this man's face or whatever. You can see, like, every time you look up, it's something. You're just like, I don't have time for that shit. And then the reason why I say that is because you turning your back with it. I mean, look at this. You're just like, yeah, I'm not with none of that, because I'm trying to stay in this. I ain't thinking too far in the future, and I ain't thinking too much about the past. You know, I acknowledge it. It's a space, it lived there, but I'm not about to like create a whole world around it and not having no more strings. But they want to stay in this karmic cycle with you, whoever this is. Karmic cycle triggers lessons. They want to stay on the merry-go-round with you. So at one point, y'all probably was doing this song and dance for a good minute. And you was finally just like, yeah, no, yeah, fuck the dumb shit. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Hold on, y'all. Okay, now we're back. I wanted to relight the candle. But I think even that in itself was just letting y'all know, like, hey, close this shit out. This shit is burnt out. This shit is burnt out. But I don't see you going back to this person, whoever I'm speaking to. You're not going back. You just like, I'm over it. I think they have literally came up with one too many examples. Okay, let's see. What we got with the fake busy card. They could, and that could be a part of it, them pretending to be fake busy, like they just got so much going on when they really ain't got shit going on outside of just worrying about what you got going on with the secret accounts, because they're checking for you, okay? And this could be male or female. There's no shade, okay? This ain't no specific gender, okay? Only you know who this is. Let's see. What come after fake busy? I'm telling you, these cards always get straight to it. Be telling a whole story like, sheesh. Okay. Let's see what else. Secluded. Okay, they really clearly want you to cut this shit out. Cut this shit out, because what? My candle, hold on. All right, y'all, I repositioned it because it could be me. But I do think that is also a telltale sign. Okay, I don't take nothing out of no reading. Okay, so secluded, separation, reflected, and soul searching. I do feel like this is the other person or whatever. Like maybe they're just now realizing and understanding that maybe y'all was twin flames. Maybe they didn't even know what the hell that was. They just knew that the connection was like intense. Okay, so that could be a part of it. And so that there is some clarity in the difference of the two. Hold on, y'all, where is it? Because I know I got it. I got it. Just so I can give y'all the quick breakdown. Where'd it go? I appreciate y'all patience. Hold on. I really wanted to give y'all Where's that? Okay, maybe not. Okay, because if I'm breaking my neck this long to try and find it, it'll appear when it's supposed to. But yeah, they thought that, you know, maybe they're just not understanding what the connection was really all about. I think because they're going through certain stuff. And not necessarily, I feel like it's more like an internal battle with whoever this person is or whatever, with this fake busy and even secret accounts and stuff. Like regardless of whatever they got going on, whatever they're showing on the outside, it's like internally, it's like they be sitting with themselves in the corner with that one candle at night. No, dude. I mean, seriously. So let's get into more. Okay. I thought that was trying to jump out because these cards, they get straight to it. They get straight to it. Okay. Trap. Okay. So them trying to put you in a trap. And I think you were able to get out before they was trying to put you in this trap. Now, what they was trying to trap you with, who knows? Let's see. But I do feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you pretty much understand like what the person's motive was and stuff like that. Okay. Oh. Look, y'all seen it pop out. So the trap that they were trying to get you in was a marriage. This ain't everybody's story, okay? But this is the agenda. This is what you turned your back and got up out of there. And you did this intuitively, like you knew that this person wasn't, their intent wasn't pure. You got up out of there, and you got up out of there literally in the nick of time. So you got secluded, separation, or this could be people getting a divorce, going through, like they could be potentially going through a divorce, a separation, and now they're like starting to do some of the internal work. They're kind of forced to because they have to sit in whatever this is. But you got up out of there. You got up out of there. Okay, whether if it was you filing for the divorce, you was just like, look, okay, this ain't working. Or then somebody around you just going through a divorce. Check on y'all peoples. Okay. Oh yeah, got up out of there. My bad for laughing, y'all, but when you know, okay? Because you got the Queen Bee card. It says secure, confident, boss bitch. Y'all see it? Career focus. He was just like, yeah, I'm not wasting no more time wasting time. I don't have no time to be wasting time. And you could just see that this connection or whatever just wasn't worth it. Simple as that. And maybe y'all didn't even make it completely to marriage or whatever. It could have been like an engagement. I mean, yeah, this is you. Whoever this is. Turning back, moving on, letting go, just being free. Especially with, okay, we started off with, don't forget, living in the moment. Got up out of there, okay? Okay, if you wasn't going to modify your car, you definitely did this time. For all my Mopar peoples. My Mopar mobiles. Okay. And yeah. Just being hopeful for the future. Faith, healing, meditation, praying. Just, you was just like, look, something is better than this, okay? And I want better. This ain't giving me better. And I'm up out of there, okay? And this don't necessarily have to be, I do feel like it's a female that I'm speaking to, but it definitely could be a male's perspective as well. But nope, I think I'm talking to my divine feminines. Because you just came out. Divine feminine, you was just like, yeah, no, you was able to really see what type of trap that the person was trying to push you in, whether, and let's keep it a bug, especially in this day and age or whatever. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are not necessarily marrying that person to really be with them. I mean, it sucks, that's fucked up, but I mean, I'd rather tell the truth. Okay. And it says left you hanging. So in the beginning, I feel like this person left you hanging. No closure, no contact, left on red. That's what we got. Okay. Divine feminine. I feel like that's what they did to you. And you just found a way to basically the art of not giving a fuck. Okay. You was just like, and I'm pretty sure it took some time or whatever, because everybody is hurt when they trying to move on and move forward. Okay. So you definitely had to do your own level of like going within. That's why it says like healing and meditating. You just really focusing on healing and working on yourself and focusing and being career focused, getting some things up off the ground, and just really just focusing on the future. You're not even on this. But it's crazy because it's like they definitely focusing on you with the secret accounts, baby. Okay, what's going on? You to put that thing down on them. I don't. What y'all doing to these people? I'm just clowning y'all. Don't beat me up too bad. Let's see what we got going on. What else we have? I love this for whoever it is, because at the end of the day, you trusted yourself. Okay, bad credit, debt, unemployed, sex addiction. This is the other person. These are the things that they have to work on. These are the two things that they need to work on. That's probably the main reason why you got up out of there. You was just like, it ain't even enough finances for me to be, I don't even see the light at the end of the tunnel, okay? And not only that, it's sex addiction, okay? And it's so crazy that these both came out at the same time or whatever, because they go hand in hand, where one follow, the other one follow, because it's all about, at the end of the day, controlling an addictive or an addiction type spirit. So maybe, they was a little bit too lustful for your taste. You was like, yeah, let me get on up out of here, because, and the reason why, let's not sleep on it. Workplace affair did come out. So maybe they was doing their little 1-2 or whatever at work, and you was just like, yeah, I'm gone. I'm not dealing with it. And that's unfortunate. It's so many bomb ass people out here. I'd be like, why the hoes just can't get with the hoes, and then the regular folks get with the regular folks. That way y'all can just go ahead and just do what y'all do in peace. Like, y'all know what it is, but y'all want to get with somebody complete opposite of y'all. I don't get that. What is that? What the hell is that? With that being said, hold on, let's see something real quick. But yeah, you ended this. You was like, And shout out to whoever I'm speaking to for having the intuition to trust yourself and know like when to get up out of it, because you really did. You dead ass dodged your bullet. Especially like, I mean, marriage contracts and stuff like that. That don't happen overnight. Getting up out of that, okay? We talking about people's livelihoods. Yeah, breaking the soul contract. I just wanted to get the origin. It says, break the soul contract. Some bonds are meant for growth, but not, some bonds are meant for growth, not forever. When the lesson ends, the contract dissolves, you're free to walk away. And that's basically what you did. You got up out of there with turning your back. You got up out of there, okay? Congratulations to whoever this is, because you put yourself first. And especially if you're a person, I don't know who I'm speaking to, but if you were more on the selfless side or whatever, like you had to really fight against yourself or whatever. And maybe you probably gave this person chance after chance after chance, and it just wasn't, it just ain't going, okay? That's just me keeping it a 3D salad with you. Okay, let me see, I'm gonna go all the way to the end. But I feel like this was really good. That's unfortunate for the other person, but I mean, I feel like with this, the karmic ties that they wanted to keep with you, it's almost like they knew that you was they knew that you were a divine feminine, and they wanted to see how far they could take it. So yeah, we got break the soul contract and then honor the contract. This contract, I feel like this is them speaking to you about honor the contract for yourself, showing up for yourself. I'll read what it says, because why is it so blurry today? That's weird. Okay, boom, there we go. Some lessons were written before you arrived. Facing them now completes the soul agreement. So really just showing up for yourself, okay? Choosing better. You chose better. You was like, no, I'm gonna do what the fuck. What is that? Hold on. Right here. You going for everything. Everything that you, okay? Secure, confident, walking into the light. I love that for you. And softening the armor, okay, divine feminine? Because I feel like it's been rough. But let's just keep it a being. It's been rough. You've been not knowing necessarily who to trust, especially after going through some stuff like this, especially if they did try to use and abuse from a financial standpoint or whatever. And then what was the other one? Sex addiction or whatever. Like, they tried to come at you at all different forces, you feel me? And so, but now it's like you don't have to deal with that anymore. Like, you can literally be open to love and you can be soft, okay? What they be talking about, working through it. Soft girl era. There we go. Oh, when the messages be rushing through or whatever, it's an interesting feeling. Okay, it says, what once protected you may now be holding you back. Let your heart breathe without defense. So you don't have to be on the defense anymore. Like, how maybe you were even worried about this person like trying to come back or do something or whatever, and it's like, baby, you're good. You closed out that contract, and then you just need to be focusing on the contract that you made for yourself, showing up for yourself. Okay, that's what we're working on with you. Simple as that. Let's see what else, because I'm not gonna hold y'all. This was really good. Okay, short, sweet, short, simple, and to the point. Okay, you got up out of there. You're looking to yourself. This is more so just providing you a confirmation that what you chose to do is what you chose to do, and it was the right path for you. Like, you listen to yourself. Is that my, hold on, y'all, I think it's my kids. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Had to take a little intermission. So the card that flew out, it reads, learn to ask questions, don't make assumptions. Okay, that will definitely help you with the softening the armor or whatever. Okay, I think a lot of times or whatever, especially if you are solely just trusting on your intuition or whatever to always guide you, it's not a bad thing, right? But it is good to ask questions to seek clarity. So let's read what this card says and get up out of here. Where's the focus? Focus, where you at? Okay, boom. Is that, can y'all see that? I think so. It is always better to ask questions than to make assumptions. Have the courage to ask questions until you are as clear as you can be. Once you hear the answer to a question, you won't have to make assumptions because you will know the truth. Boom, in a nutshell. Simple as that. So if there's anything that you were trying to gain more clarity on, then regarding this situation, conversation might need to be had. Okay. Do it necessarily have to be with this person? No, I don't think so. But even if there's questions and stuff that you had about the whole experience or whatever within itself, I don't want y'all going back or whatever on some like seeking some closure in the sense or whatever. But if you feel the need to, I'm gonna leave that up to you. Once again, we don't make assumptions. And then the other card that was hiding up under there, okay, we'll take that, is your best is changing all the time. Always do your best. Okay, so let's start off with this card. Okay, I gotta put it over here in the corner because what is going on with my vision today? I hope y'all can read that. Okay, in any kind of relationship, we can make the assumption that others know what we think, and we don't have to say what we want. We assume they are going to do what we want because they know us too well. If they don't do what we want, we feel hurt and think, how could you do that? You should know. So okay, because, you know, hey, even in relationships like this or whatever, they do nothing but mirror certain things that you probably need to work on. Okay, so even in this karmic relationship, maybe that was something that you need to work on, was being more articulate, being able to converse better, where they actually get an understanding as for what it is that your needs and wants. They may have very much well thought that they wasn't even doing nothing too crazy, because y'all wasn't sitting down having conversations. Okay, so definitely the theme here or whatever, even if it's just moving forward with honoring yourself, is to not make assumptions. Okay, and definitely ask more questions. Okay, definitely make sure that y'all both on the same page and got enough clarity. Okay, so even though you turning your back and moving on and stuff like that or whatever, especially with family and stuff, if y'all do have kids or something like that moving forward or whatever, like a conversation needs to be had as to how y'all gonna move forward with that situation, whether if it's the co-parenting or whatever or whatnot. I do feel like you went completely no contact at one point. With the whole turning your back and stuff like that, you really just kind of like really just focusing on the present as far as like I said, love child, family, or whatever. So this definitely could be like a co-parenting situation going on. And for a long time or whatever, maybe y'all took a long ass break, but time for a conversation to be had. Specifically about the children, I'm going to say, I don't think it has anything to do about y'all. I think, you know what, people know, especially if these was the two main things that came out that was an issue, was the sex addiction and debt and just finances or whatever. Yeah. Or necessarily, this could have been the other person or whatever, okay? Because this shit can go either way. Like, they probably expected you to be more of a mind reader and kind of just figure out and put certain pieces and puzzles together. And you was just like, I'm not doing none of that. For what? Okay. So, yes, the next card is, it says, your best is changing all the time. Flip it over. It reads, I want to make sure y'all can read it with me. Okay, hopefully y'all can see that. I think that's steady enough. It says, your best will depend on whether you are refreshed in the morning or tired at night. Your best will be different when you are as happy as opposed to upset, or healthy as opposed to sick. Okay, simple as that. Under any circumstances, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. Okay, because you ain't gonna lie to you only but so many different times, and that's only in the beginning. But once you start trusting yourself or whatever, like, yeah, which you clearly, I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, like, once you made the decision and got up out of there in this situation, you may not necessarily know how bad their addiction was, or how I don't even want to say bad, because everybody got something that, you know, we all got a shadow side that we like working through, or you know, trying to have a balance with, right? They just happen to be more in their shadow side or whatever than you preferred. Okay, they was trying to hold on to you. Okay, they was trying to hold on to you. I would say it once again, I don't know what you was doing over there, but you was doing something that had their ass hooked. Okay, y'all, this should be the last time I'll be taking a little break, but y'all don't really know. I'm just children, man. I'm telling you, they really do show the different sides of you. Just a side note, like, man, oh my goodness. Okay, y'all. So yes, back to what we was talking about. What was that last card? Hold on, let me refresh. Oh yeah, being gentle with yourself. Being gentle with yourself, always doing your best. I feel like you're doing your best right now. And one of the things that you could be doing your best on is how you communicating better, making sure that everybody is clear on the same page, not allowing people or yourself to be bamboozled by just being all up in your head about shit, because that's crazy. Like, nobody's a mind reader. And being around people like that or whatever, like, get up out of there. Nobody has time for that. Clarity is the way at the end of the day. Clarity is the way. For everybody involved. Especially, it seems like if this is a co-parenting thing, like, yeah. Yep. I'll put all assumptions out the window. I don't know who I'm speaking to, but I think you're doing great. Okay. That's a good closing out. I like that. Okay, so it says take a 5-minute mental vacation. It says it's fuck this shit o'clock. Look, okay, now with living in the moment, and this is the first card that came out or whatever, this is the overall energy right here. Okay, I would say even with this clock being on here, it's just like you probably at one point were overexerting and overextending yourself, of course, definitely something to be mindful of, but you are slowing down more to smell the roses, in a sense. Like, people like to say, like, you're being more present, you're being more involved, you're showing up for yourself in your own life. And what better way to express that by simply moving on your own time? Okay, so I love that. Whoever this is, like, just keep going. Just keep going. And even for the opposite person or whatever, because I do like to keep things on the positive. Like, by them, even the secluded card coming out or whatever, and I do feel like this was more of their energy, where they are starting to reflect about some of their past choices or experiences or whatnot, and they're actually starting to, it's almost like this relationship helped activate both of you closer towards your different versions of your higher selves. Okay, there's always some things that on either side or whatever in any relationship or whatever where we can ignite growth, okay, or sometimes stagnation or whatever, and you just know that just simply y'all just not in the line as maybe y'all once were, and maybe just even come to the realization as to how or why, as far as the origin, as to why y'all got together to even begin with, because I don't even think neither one of y'all both knew that it was necessarily a karmic tie to begin with in the beginning. Okay, y'all was just doing some shit. Y'all thought it was cute. Y'all thought it was cute until y'all found out that shit wasn't sweet. And that just goes for both sides, okay? But this is what I have for y'all. Hey, look, just keep on living in the moment, okay? Staying present, loving on your family and children, really just showing up for yourself in the queen bee energy that came out, and most importantly, softening your heart, whoever I'm speaking to, okay? Because this could go for a male as well, but most importantly, letting love lead the way is what I'm gonna say, okay? Especially with this softening the armor card, because there was a soul contract amongst y'all. I feel like everybody got their lesson learned, and that was already broke, but now you have to show up for yourself. Where is that card at? Boom. Showing up for yourself, honoring your soul purpose, okay? Honoring the contract within yourself, going toward everything that you, okay? Maybe it's somebody graduating, because this do be looking like somebody about to walk across the stage, but just really just stepping more in your power, more into your light, just really showing up for yourself. So this is what I have for y'all. Okay, let me know how you thought about this. I definitely do respond to all the comments and stuff like that. And yeah, if you would like to book a personal reading, you can always go to the description website. I mean the website that's on in my description. Dang, all over the place. But yes, you can always go there, you know, click the link or whatever, see if you get a good feel or whatever. And in the meantime, in between times to the next reading, y'all be easy, okay? Take good care of yourselves out there, you know, stay as refreshed as you possibly can, whatever that means for you, okay? You know what helps ignite your inner child or your love child in a sense, okay? But that's what I got for y'all, and until the next time, y'all take care. Bye.